What a day yesterday. It's been nice. We have a lot of new people, of course, joining the channel, and I really appreciate you guys for being here through all this. Of course, we are attempting to build a movement that's running counter to Marvel and DC, counter to the corporate evilness that has permeated our entire society. And you're here. You're one of the early people, which I really appreciate all the way around. Love getting to know you guys. I've met a lot of new people from the Discord. New people have gotten the books. It's been a lot of fun. And so thank you so much again. And we're having a lot of fun around, of course, what's going on with the Rippaverse and what's going on with a bunch of independent comics. Of course, I highlighted a bunch of them yesterday. And something interesting happened as well. Now, Mr. Metokur is a figure from the old Gamergate days. I'm trying to back to the lore for people who don't know. Gamergate, of course, was the original 2014 game controversy with the wokeness permeating into video games. Now that's cropped up again with Sweet Baby Inc. And Mr. Metokur's he's like the granddaddy figure of all of this. And he actually commented on Eric July on a live stream about a month or two ago. And he actually said, why would you attack Eric July? I mean, because he's a black guy making money? Okay. And that was about his only thought on the process. Of course, that triggered a lot of the just outrage merchants out there going crazy because, Daddy Jim's supposed to be angry. He's supposed to attack this person, chat. And it didn't happen. So it's very interesting. Now, something else interesting happened yesterday involving him and Eric July, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment because, wow, this is quite the big deal. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this from Mr. Metokur before. All right, my name's John Delarose. If you're new to the channel, I'm the editor-in-chief of FandomPulse.com. I'm bringing you the pop culture entertainment news, of course, that nobody else will bring you. We had our biggest day ever on the site yesterday. I'm also a #1 best-selling author and an award-winning comic creator. I really work my tail off, far more than actually the vast majority of people in these spaces. And that's why I'm a threat to a lot of people. My work speaks for itself. It's really good, and a lot of people don't want you to find it. So we sold a bunch of copies yesterday when I promoted the indie books of Overmind here and The Cosmic Warrior on my web store. That's delarose.com, which is in the description below. And I'd love for you to check those out. These are probably the best places to start the journey of reading my books. As you can see, I've got a bunch of graphic novels out, and I've got a bunch of books too. So if you like regular books, I have all of those as well. Good stuff. Got them digitally, whatever suits your boat. And I've got just like a diverse array of stories. I don't like to tell the same story twice, so you get a bunch of different things, which is really cool about the products that we release here. Thank you so much for checking those out, supporting the channel. We've got this. We've got a Subscribe Star, channel memberships. Really appreciate everybody who's coming on board because we're just getting started. We're just at the beginning of something awesome as it's building here, and I really, again, appreciate all of you. So here's what happened yesterday. I was in Eric July's chat. He was streaming with Heel versus Babyface and the Yaira sisters. And they were talking about, of course, the new books. They were talking about just what was going on at Marvel and DC. Really funny moment when they started talking about a Marvel writer, Kelly Thompson. And Eric July's like, I'm not going to say anything bad about Kelly Thompson. And just goes, I will. She's shit. I don't know if he said exactly that, but something similar. I was laughing pretty hard about that. Funny stuff. But that's the problem with Marvel and DC. They have just been very awful quality over the last 10 years. They've been destroying characters that we love. That's why we need to replace them and just forget the corporate ever existed. That's kind of the main takeaway from all this. And of course, there's a lot of people who want to stop that from happening because I really think it comes down to nostalgia at the end of the day. These people are just so tied to their love of the Spidey Man comic that they can't give it up. I mean, it's like an addiction. And that's where it's at. And that's what makes it hard as an independent comic creator. Of course, the Japanese markets and the European markets for comics are so much healthier. It really is just about the creator. It's about the work that's coming out. And it's really not about a brand as much. It's really gotten screwed over here in America. But that's another rant for another time. What was odd about that yesterday, though, is Mr. Metokur popped into the chat. And you don't expect to see him on a heel versus babyface stream at all. But something else strange happened. He actually super chatted. And I don't know, maybe somebody can confirm this for me. I don't recall seeing Mr. Metokur ever super chatting before. Have you seen him super chat before? I don't know. It's just something that is abnormal at the very least. And not only that, but he was just extremely positive and cordial towards everybody involved here. And so this is what he said, and here's the super chat, the $10 super chat. He said, "Congrats on the success of your campaign. Love the 3D assets shirt, very funny." Now, this is, of course, the shirt which is on the campaign, which is, it looks like some Legos of characters, and it says 3D assets. And this is because a bunch of people went and attacked Eric over Isom and Cliff Richard's art, claiming that it, quote, used 3D assets to, of course, make things as if there's something wrong with that. I don't know why people would think there's something wrong with that. People use photo references and whatever for comic art all the time. It's not like they just come up with stuff out of their heads for the most part, unless you're like Steve Ditko or Jack Kirby. Most people are just draftsmen in the comic industry, or just copying Batman that's been done before already. So a very bizarre take on that. But what's great is using a little humor, monetizing the haters is really a funny thing. And of course, that shirt is selling very well from what I could tell. Mr. Metokur enjoys the humor in it as well. And of course, he's a very humorous guy. Good stuff. And I'll brag a little bit. I actually got a clip from my live stream on his show last time. And I was like, I watched the show, and I was like the only person he didn't crap on during the entire show. And I was like, yes, I came away unscathed from a Mr. Metokur stream. That's pretty amazing. So good stuff here. And this is just happy, wholesome stuff. And I'm very happy that Mr. Metokur's noticing and paying attention to the comic sphere. And of course, kind of on the right side of the cultural movement that's budding and building here as well. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hope you're not too triggered. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my books over on delarose.com. If you love Eric July's stuff, come on over. If you hate it, try something different. That's what I got to say here. Either way, you're going to be happy with my books. I'll see you guys soon.